sweat for dinner.
I wouldn't mind having those. Yeah. Anyway, kind of a late day today. Been to the doctor, done my lung test, breathing test. No idea how that went. So, and then been home uploading a video, which I don't know if it'll be released or not. So I got somebody else watching it, see what they think. I don't know. Don't want to step on any toes, you know. So, heading to the farm. Finally. So, that's good. It's 2 videos I've got locked right now. Waiting for you guys. Well, maybe one for sure, but one of them I know you'll get to see. And I hope I got electricity because I see the electric company was out here working on the line. So, yeah. But, yeah. So we've just been hanging around, talking on Facebook this morning. So, well, let's get to the farm and see what we can do today. Since we got an empty shop. Yeah. Oh, hell. You know what? Okay, I missed my steak. I gotta get this pile cleaned up and gone so people quit coming out here and shooting stuff. Anyway, I'm going to take you around the perimeter of the farm so you guys get an idea what is still mine. This is along the road. That's gravel road right there. This here will be a fire this spring, and hopefully I can get down here and clean that up. It's where a lot of trees got pushed, and there's just a little bit more junk there to burn. And right there, the fence line is where I am. Which I see my fence is getting pretty much destroyed. Huh. It's not good. That might be something to do today if it's dry and crunchy. Come up in here and light that and burn it down to the road. And then back in here. Kind of thought about getting this all cleaned up back here. And putting a small building back here and just kind of have a place to be. But okay. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. Fence line used to be right here. But on the back side of the trees, there is a sliver. Okay. See right there. We just barely can see it. Okay, I'll stop right here. Zoom in a little bit and see if we can see it. Okay, see right there? That's the field drive. Okay. I'll go ahead and drive down to it. So starting right behind me, going along here, this is still ours. So there, I got that cleaned up, getting it cleaned up. I had that where I was all mowing. Let's see, my trees are, some of them are dying. So, okay, anyway, you're going, hey, you ain't going over where the cornfield is. That's the thing. The property line is right here. And you'll see down here in a second, right in front of me is just barely see this. Well, you can't on the camera, but right there, that steel post right there, right there's the property line. So from here up to the building place is ours. It's mine. It's my daughter's and mine, so that's how much area I've got. And See, we got all this being filled. Cousin talked me into tearing the fence out a few years ago, but one of these days I'll put it back because maybe I'll get some cattle in here or something. I don't know. Usually I have that all cleaned up. This year was high gas prices. You really don't worry about that. So, but yeah, this is this is how the farm is. So that's what I've got. And dogs are going like, what are you doing? Anyway, the other thing is, somebody asked, well, what happened to all the trucks and that? They haven't seen them in any videos. Well, the fleet's still here. I just got them parked right here. There's the 98, the 97 dually, the 99 Tahoe, the 90 Chevy, and the 97 Chevy, even though it's got a GMC grill sitting in it right now. There's those guys. But that is what is here. When I tested this thing today, service engine lights on, it's got a random misfire and one oxygen sensor it's saying is not working. So I'm like, great. I don't know what the random misfire is. Everything's new. Thanks to my friend around the world. And that's the only downfall with having the little, and then the 99 Sonoma there. Which, yeah. So that's that. So yeah, that's the farm. And the trucks. And boy, I tell you, when I see some guys selling the same trucks, there's a guy that's got 10,000 miles more than mine. Body's about the same shape. And he wants $5,500. I'm like, you guys are nuts. I couldn't get anything on this one. I mean, it was basically the same truck. So anyway, I'll get my keys and that. We'll get in the shop and see what we can do for today. Okay. Oops, I guess turn it so I can see what you guys are seeing. Alright. We're going to do a little work here. I'm going to try and figure out what went wrong with this distributor here. In order to get this distributor apart, you're going to need a roll pin punch, hammer, and either manual or battery operated screwdriver. Okay. And oh, that's interesting. This is the distributor out of the Corvette that I've been working on. We have to just buy a new distributor, and nobody's messed with this, but do you see a problem I see there? That's one screw, that is. It's supposed to be in like that, and that's not. So, okay. Which makes me glad that we did. And that wasn't very tight at all. And, oh, yep. Somebody's worked on this distributor. Very good thing we bought a different one. Now you see another problem? One of the, its counterweight here is sitting on top instead of down. So somebody's tried to fix this at one time. Well, I ain't ever seen that before on a distributor. So I guess buying a new distributor was the right call on that. It's like those bushings. But anyway, we're still going to see what's going on here. So, get yourself a good solid surface here. Take the roll pin and a good solid hammer. And drive the roll pin, punch. I usually just go to where it just comes out. Sometimes the pin falls all the way out. Like that. Okay. Now, under here, if you go to take your distributor apart, there's some washers. Well, okay, there's this little guy, then a washer, and then the gear. This cap. Looks like somebody's sneaking in on me again. Okay, and then a roll pin. And then we're going to pull the shaft out. Oh man. Oil crud in the shaft, which makes me wonder why that leaked. Okay. Now the innards of here. Let's see. I'll take the pin punch. This is what is called the pickup coil right here. And what GM had problem with these years ago, it's right here. There's two wires that come off that pickup coil. They were noted to break. And anytime somebody tells you that all the ignition module's out in an older car, right there's the ignition module, this black piece here. And there's a condenser. And then here's your vacuum and vents right there. So, which is, that's interesting. Oh, it's free. Okay, as your vacuum and vents pulls, it moves this whole pickup coil. It moves it back and forth there. That's why those wires were always flexed and broke on the older cars. And looking at this, the oil didn't quite get up into the pickup coil, but you can see it's oiled. So I guess I got to find a nut driver here quick. So there's a screw here, that's a Phillips. Okay, that's And the vacuum advance is nut driver. Where did I put those? Oops. Where did I put my nut drivers? Does anybody remember? I think I looked for those one ahead of time. And they are right here. Cool. This is it. Nice thing about this old stuff that's standard, so standards. There we go. Okay. So, and also there's another thing about the distributor. If you ever go replacing this ignition module, you have to use the grease that comes with it, because if you don't, you're going to have problems. Wish we would have had time so we could have compared this one to the Jags one that we got. Okay. So, okay. Carefully. Unplug the wire. And then, there you go. And where that grease goes when you grease this is right here on this plate. If you don't put that grease on that, and it don't appear that this had that put on there because it's got engine oil in there. Yep, there's that could be another problem. Yeah, this was never treated with the so we might have just found a bunch of problems why they had troubles with the vet starting. Okay, so and then if you have to replace those, and if you also have an ignition module or pickup coil go bad, you cannot change it in the car. You have to pull the distributor because you got to get this shaft out of the way to do it. So this is a bench job, and that's the only way you're going to do it, guys. It'd be nice if it could have been done in the car, but it won't be able to be done. So okay. Oh, that's not a good sign. This pickup coil is not supposed to come apart like that. And I'm trying to remember. Yes, there is. And then also, there's a retaining ring down in there. Yeah, that's right. Okay. You better pick. Yep, there is a little ring down in there. Or so that some people like referring to these as Jesus clips, because when they go flying, you're going, oh Jesus. Okay. That one did play nice. Okay. And there's what I mean. It's a small itty bitty clip. So if this pickup coil wasn't broke, it should have come off completely in one piece like that. It's not supposed to come apart in two pieces. So there's another problem. What the heck? What are you doing, cat? Okay, that. Really? A little bit confused on where the oil was coming from. because where I thought it was going to be, it don't appear to be. Anyway, then the last thing is, and then if you want to test your vacuum advance, you get out a vacuum pump, and if it pulls and stays, it's good. But if it pulls and then goes back right away, your vacuum advance is junk too. So I guess with this, there's no, oh, that's, aha. Some piece of plastic. Something looks weird here. Oh, yeah. There's something here that's crumbled or looks like whatever they packed that with underneath there to keep the oil coming out from is disintegrated. Here, that area just got that much crap. But now it does kind of look like a, don't look like leather. But it's coming out of there like it's dirt. So, yeah, there's I almost think that's, it don't look like a, it's either grease gone bad or it's just carbon in there that built up. And well, regardless, it was a good call to replace that distributor. So that's the teardown on a small block Chevy. Well, and the small block and big block distributor for V8s are the same. And yeah, that's the first that I've ever had one where it actually tossed oil up like that. Anyway, I guess it's just it could yeah. And you want to look for wear right here and right there, because that's where your bushings run. I don't know. A lot of oil in there. Like I said, that almost looks like dirt. Alright. A couple of you are probably going, well, how about what about the weights? Well, okay, you take your, oh, thank you very much, Furnace. I'll get this one and I'll show you how. It just won't fall down there. Okay, see, that's an oversized hole. That's bigger than what they're usually supposed to be. And yeah, that's all brittle. That's the one thing I've noticed about this vet coming from down south. It is just brittle. Anyway, that takes care of that. And it's brittle, it's junk anyway, so I'm gonna get a pliers right here. What I think we're gonna find once I get this plastic off at the shaftless. bad. Not as bad as what they normally are for a Chevy. Usually, the reason somebody's put these bushing kits on is I'm trying to save the distributor. Actually, I don't look bad. No, okay. See, you're at, right here. Where are we? Let's see. Get one here. Right here, it is 8 in from the factory weights. So, and this one's got some well, yeah, you can see a little bit of it missing right here. So those were repair kits to extend the life of the distributor. So, yeah. For $120 to replace the distributor, this one wasn't worth messing with. So I'll probably end up taking the top off this right here, taking that all off and putting a nut on there or something and turning it into an oil pump drive. So, all right. Okay, got my drill and drill bit here. Got a little work to do here, but second. Got some stuff to move here. These pistons here on this motor I've already pressed off, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they're all there. Okay. Awesome. That goes with that one. Okay. Sure that was. Okay. Anyway, here we got a couple of 4-volt main motors. Okay, that's it for now. What we're going to do is get these guys stripped down and ready to go. I've got a little galley plugs here. Just going to drill a hole in them. The more of this you can do on your own, the less it costs you at the machine shop. I come up with a better way of doing this than what I used to do myself. Surprise myself. Okay. Those have all been drilled. Next thing is, I picked this up at Harbor Freight. It's one of their little cheapo slide hammers. It's got the screw bit on it. So now that I hopefully drilled a big enough pilot, so and just like that, voila, that one's out. So, oops, that one. can't drive them out and reuse them anyway, so. Because if you don't take these plugs out, you take your motor to the shop to get clean, and they don't do it, up behind there, you got an old Chevy that was full of carbon. Now all that stuff is sitting up in behind there just waiting to have fun with your motor. See, that one was just a hair harder to come out. Somebody's been in this motor, and right there on this area, they peened it a little just to make sure it wouldn't come out under normal oil pressure. Yep, there's shit. Not drilling shit, but there is crud sitting up behind those plugs. Okay. So, that easy. You've got your front oil galley plugs out. Then I'll roll this one over, take that oil pan off. Okay, I'm all scooped up and said something here. You guys just got to think on that block for a while. I haven't released that video about that one yet, so you're just getting to see what it is, but at the same time, you don't know what it is. Unless you're a die-hard Chevy, then you might have figured it out. Let's see, got those out, and I got the ones that I take out up there under the rear main. They come out. I got one drain hole I gotta sit here and drill on, so I won't completely bore you with that. Let's see. Oh, I gotta get these soft plugs out. Both blocks. And we're just going to get stuff ready, so when and if I get the money, I can go to the machine shop, be clean, crack check, and know they are good. So I'll get this one rolled upside down. I've got this little plug here I'm going to work on getting out. Get the oil line one out, that out. Then I'll be able to roll them upside down and I'll work on them both at the same time. So, alright. Okay. Got all the soft plugs I can now. I've got the rear main cap off. This is where I talk about that plug. Right down here. Now, let's see. See now, passes clear through the motor. That's the one you don't want to forget, because I just knocked that out. Yes, I've done derailing on the motor, but look what's left up in there behind that. It's just a simple little plug, but that is also the plug. If you forget it, you're going to cry, because then you're pulling the motor back out, pull the oil pan, and all that back off to get to it. So all that's left on this block is, I got some galley plugs back there. Go ahead and work on. And I just found out something with this 350. I thought that was a standard crank. I think it was a 10, well, we can check that. This is why you don't throw your stuff. Okay. I was sure the rods were standard. Nope. That 350 crank is a 1010 already. Okay. It'll probably have to go 2020. Hopefully. I'll have to look that crank over. Usually when they're done like that, they've been marked. So now when I know the cylinders are out of whack, because all 8 rings, it's egg-shaped, bad. All 8 sets of rings were broke. Some were broke as many as 3 times. Top 2 rings, so. Okay, well, I gotta lift the cap off this one, knock that plug out of this block right here, and then get them down on the floor. Take out the last couple soft plugs in the back. They're ready to go somewhere. Years ago, I almost bought me a hot tank, and I should have, but the chemical liability for those, you're responsible for that shit for the rest of your life. So, I guess, let's see, 10-10 crank, okay. Kind of sucks. Well, let's see. Right here, yeah. Let's see what we can do quick here. Remind me later when I go, why is my breastbone hurting? goes. There you go. It's drilled out. Sorry about my stomach showing again. Some guys like taking a torch and heating these up and trying to get them out. Well, I did that with a guy one time, and guess what? Broke the damn block. And it was on a race motor, and we had to go to the races, and here we are running the fucking around to find a guy to raise that area back on for us so we could run it. And I wanted to run quite a few nights that way. I didn't expect it to. That's back when all the cleaning was going on, so you really take care of what you got rid of. Really? Let's see, it's gotta be about 3 inches. Now you guys that don't do this, when you wonder why you get charged so much more for taking all your plugs and that out, well, now you just see how long it could possibly take. And sometimes I've even done all this drilling and easy out like that and still had to take a torch to them to get them out. So this block is now 2 soft plugs in the back, and it's ready to go in and get a bath and get cleaned up, have it measured. Not test board, have it measured to see what it's going to have to bore. There is some pretty good wear in there. If it has to go 40, I do have a set of pistons over there, flat toppers. But if I do what I'm thinking about doing with this motor, well, yeah, I still could. But I'd have to be real careful pressing the pistons off to reuse them. Yes, I have done that before, and we've been, if you take your time and you watch your pressures, that'll work. And you just ever so lightly run them over the rod hone, hit them just to, oh, this, yeah. Anyway, so that would be set up to do this kind of. But that 350 crank there, if that's already 1010 there, I don't know if I want to use it to do what I want to do. So, well, I guess I'll, I don't know. Really? Just out of here. Hey, wait! Oh, jeez. Yeah, you guys hit it right there. Right in front of my freaking eyes. Okay. Alright. So now the chemical will get into all the oil passages and it can be washed out, brushed out, whatever. I guess I'm able to find some little things to do, but after this it's just looking right back to nothing to do, and by doing this stuff today it's made me feel like I've gone back in time. Oh, one of you guys out there can't feel so bad now. Really? Really? That might have just changed everything. Son of a... No, you gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. That might have just changed what I do. Look at that. That's not grease. And I can see brazing. And they didn't even machine it off. That means that starter area right there might be broke. Son of a... Blessed. All this time I've had that motor and I didn't even notice that. Well, I'll have to see how that looks. Blood, bling it. Let's see. Let's see, where's the light on this? Yep, you can see it's cracked right there. That's not good because that means it's not going to hold the starter. Well, I didn't really want to find that. Sorry, didn't want to find that, but well, I'll have to roll it back over and clean it with some carb cleaner, see how bad it is. Or find a start. I got a starter bolt. I'm going to run it up in there, see how that feels. Well, yeah, that just kind of deflated me a little. As much as I've been all over that block and I still miss that. Damn. Alright. Doesn't that look better? I ran a bolt up in there. It is tight, and it wasn't just welded or whatever. Whatever it was welded with or fixed with never sparked. I can't think of what it is right now, so. But bolt ran up in there, pulled up tight. Didn't wiggle or nothing, so I guess I ain't gonna worry about it. As long as you got the timing set right and you don't advance it, you'll be okay. This one cleaned up, and I looked at a couple of things there, so that one and that one, yeah. So I gotta remember that crank's 1010. I pulled standard bearings off that crank. No idea on those heads. They were free to me anyway, so. And I have made a mess on the floor. I have. I just got one galley plug to get out of the back, and that's the one right in line there. I just got to drill and do that one. And then the two soft plugs in the back of the block, and they'll be done. So, I guess we'll keep on moving on. Anyway, yeah. Just had my guy get a hold of me that's been interested about my stuff, and he's not going to be around for a while. Which sucks. Yeah, maybe when I get home something else will be updated and show I've got money coming. So. But anyway, I guess. Well, I'll go home and see if Buddy left me any messages. Because I guess tomorrow we could pass off a dozen pistons if he did. Hopefully. Test that out. Finally see how it does. And might get a hold of my buddy on his big block and tell him I looked over the pistons, and for what he wants to do with that motor, they're a little tore up. So, well, I guess we got 3 blocks ready to go see a machinist. And unfortunately, I think all 3 of them, well, I know this one needs board to take care. Everybody's like, oh, well, nah, not everybody. Not everybody's seen this yet, but that's got a scratch in it, wrist pin or something. And I don't really care, because if it is beyond going out far enough, I'll sleeve that cylinder. Yes, I will. It wouldn't be the first block I've ran with a sleeve, and it won't be the last one. So, anyway, see, this is a standard bore. I ain't gonna say what it is. Most of you probably figured it out. But, well, I guess I'm gonna clean up, make sure everything's unplugged, and go home. So, there's another day in the shop working on some motors and distributor, and just trying to show a few more things. And I guess I'm ready to turn these motors back into one-piece units and maybe sell them. I mean, once I get these together and that, and the one guy that talked to me 2 days ago, I think 2 days ago, I was approached about getting back into something, so I'm thinking. I don't know, but I'm thinking. So. Anyway, well, maybe here soon I'll release that other video that goes with this motor, and you'll know more about it. Or this motor, or that motor, or I'll release more about some motor. I mean, we got a motor there, motor here, motor there, motor over there. I don't know if I'm even pointing at it, but so I guess with that, I guess I'm going to say see y'all later. Thanks for watching, and God bless everybody.